On the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly, the Canadian Prime Minister repeated his charge that there was credible evidence that agents of the Indian government were responsible for the killing of a Canadian Sikh activist on Canadian soil.
We call upon the government of India to engage with us to move forward on getting to the truth of this matter.
The Indian government calls the allegations absurd, but also added that it was unclear what exactly is being alleged.
We are willing to look at any specific information that is provided to us, but so far we have not received any such specific information.
It's a sentiment that's being increasingly heard in Canada as well. If there was sufficient evidence to publicly accuse the Indian government of murder and expel an Indian diplomat, why can't it be released? There is a growing sense of unease here at the lack of evidence provided by Canadian authorities and the lack of vocal support for Ottawa's claims from its key allies.
With that, Jake?
The US's caution and calls for conclusions not to be drawn prematurely, even though its intelligence-sharing partner Canada has already made the accusation, have been widely noted and remarked upon, leading to this statement from the White House.
I firmly reject the idea that there is a wedge between the U.S. and Canada. We have deep concerns about the allegations, and we would like to see this investigation carried forward.
As a longtime MP and former Premier of British Columbia, Ujjal Dosanjh had his confrontations with the large Sikh separatist population in the province, expressing his opposition to their sometimes violent rhetoric. He also feels that the allegations may have substance, but thinks the Prime Minister has completely mishandled them.
You don't make such a serious statement with, serious allegations against another government and then have no evidence to back it up with. And your allies don't stand with you. The sad part is that he took the largest arrow out of his quiver and fired it, and now there's not much more he can do.
Trudeau may now have the gratitude of some in Canada's large Sikh population, but he's increasingly isolated elsewhere. Shihab, Rattansi, Al Jazeera, Vancouver.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.